pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Now, Barney, hurry up, here we go. 319, 319. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Dante Fowler in on the stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Over!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Man left. Set! 319! 319!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And now running right through it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We got three.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he finds Howard complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Gun! 3 down.
Now it's Darnold. Sheds off the tackle. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
23 yards on the play. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back to throw here. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! Check the backer.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
You don't want no problems with me.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Over! Hot!
Darnold. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Wide. Get wide. Check 26.
A handoff to Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Bryant's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Check 49. 36.
Over.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun! Leopard! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man, complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Darnold. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dante Fowler able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's a give to Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mike's 54.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the move to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Set. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Darnold from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss. And it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now Fournette. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. On third down, Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bryant's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Watch 10. Watch 10. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over. Hey, gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hey, boy, you got 4 down. Gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Oh, no, he lost the football. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.